Life doesn't always go as planned. Sometimes, the path we imagine for ourselves is only the beginning of a much greater story, one that unfolds in ways we could never predict. Sometimes, destiny has bigger ideas than anyone expects. It quietly shapes our lives, nudging us toward moments that will define us, even when we don't yet understand their meaning. In a small German town, a poor boy named Adi Dassler faced a future that seemed ordinary. His days were filled with routine, and his world was limited to the narrow streets and familiar faces of his village. But he didn't just break the mold, he kicked it apart and stitched something new. Adi saw possibilities where others saw only limitations, and he dared to dream beyond the boundaries of his upbringing. Most people saw Adi as just another baker's son. To them, his future was set, kneading dough, rising before dawn, and carrying on the family tradition. His father wanted him to follow the family trade. The bakery was their livelihood, and it was expected that Adi would one day take over, just as generations before him had done. But Adi dreamed of something different. While others saw flour in ovens, he saw sketches in shoes. His imagination wandered far beyond the bakery walls, chasing visions of speed and innovation. He felt a calling that nobody else could hear, a whisper that said, "Run your own race." It was a quiet urge, but it grew stronger with every passing day, pushing him to pursue his own path. For Adi, life was more than bread and rolls. It was about speed, movement, and chasing dreams. He longed to create something that would help others run faster, jump higher, and reach their own goals. Every step Adi took moved him further from the simple life others expected. With each stride, he left behind the comfort of tradition and moved closer to the unknown, driven by hope and determination. He worked with his hands, but his heart raced ahead, imagining a better world for athletes. Late into the night, he experimented with new designs, believing that even a small-town boy could change the world. In those days, no one could have guessed his name would someday circle the globe, worn by champions. The shoes he crafted in a humble workshop would one day inspire greatness on the world's biggest stages. Destiny waits for no one. It rewards the bold, the curious, and the hard-working. Adi's journey was filled with setbacks and doubts, but he pressed on, fueled by a vision only he could see. Adi Dassler was destined for more than anyone could imagine, even himself. His unlikely journey reminds us that greatness often begins in the most unexpected places, with a single step away from the ordinary. Adi grew up in Herzogenaurach, a small quiet town nestled in the heart of Germany. The cobblestone streets and old stone houses gave the town a timeless feel, but beneath the surface, life was anything but easy for its residents. Life here was tough, especially after World War I. The war had left deep scars on the country, and Herzogenaurach was no exception. Many families struggled to rebuild their lives, facing shortages of food, jobs, and hope. The Dassler family had little money and lived in a modest house. Their home was small and sparsely furnished, with creaking floorboards and drafty windows that let in the cold during harsh winters. Adi's father worked long hours at a local shoe factory, his hands rough and calloused from years of labor. Despite his dedication, the pay barely covered their needs, and every coin had to be stretched as far as possible. The family often had to make do with what they had. Meals were simple, often just bread, potatoes, and whatever vegetables they could grow or barter for. Luxuries were rare, and every meal was a reminder of their struggle. Adi's mother took in laundry from neighbors to earn extra coins. She spent long hours hunched over a wash basin, scrubbing clothes by hand, her fingers red and raw from the cold water and harsh soap. Every member of the family had chores. The children helped with cleaning, fetching water, and tending the small garden behind their house. Working together was the only way to get by. Adi learned early to patch holes in socks and fix broken laces. He became skilled at mending things, turning necessity into a kind of quiet pride. These small acts of resourcefulness would shape his future in unexpected ways. Times were hard, but they stuck together. The Dasslers leaned on each other for comfort and support, sharing laughter and stories to lighten the mood during the darkest days. Adi's father dreamed his son would become a baker, a safe and steady job that promised a reliable income. In those uncertain times, baking seemed like a sensible path, a way to avoid the hardships he himself had faced. But Adi couldn't see himself kneading dough for the rest of his life. The bakery felt confining, and his heart longed for something different, something more exciting and meaningful. The smell of leather and the sound of running feet called out to him. He was fascinated by shoes, the way they were made, the way they could help someone run faster or jump higher. It was a world full of possibility. He looked out the window and saw more than a bakery. He saw opportunity. Adi dreamed of creating something new, of building a life that went beyond the limits of his small town. Still, the pressure to follow his father's wishes was strong. The weight of family expectations pressed down on him, and Adi often felt torn between duty and desire. In those days, few people dared to dream big, especially when money was tight. Most were just trying to survive, and ambition was a luxury many couldn't afford. But Adi's stubborn spirit kept him hungry for more. Even in the face of hardship, he refused to let go of his dreams, determined to carve out a different future for himself and his family. Adi wasn't the strongest or fastest boy in town, but he loved sports with all his heart. He watched local athletes run and jump, noticing how they slipped and struggled on rough ground. Their shoes were heavy and worn out. That's when Adi's imagination took flight. He realized that athletes needed better shoes, lighter, stronger, and built for speed. Adi started tinkering with old shoes, pulling them apart to understand how they worked. He saved scraps of leather from the shoe factory and old clothes from his mother's laundry pile. With patience, Adi stitched together his first pairs of homemade sports shoes. He used bits of canvas and old tires for soles. He tested his creations by running laps around the block. Each pair was an experiment, a small step closer to perfection. Neighbors began to notice Adi's odd hobby. Some thought he was wasting his time, but others were curious. Adi didn't mind the doubts. He knew he had found his passion, and maybe, just maybe, his purpose. After World War I, Germany was left in ruins. The streets were filled with rubble, buildings stood shattered, and the scars of conflict were visible everywhere you looked. The country was struggling to recover from the devastation, and the future seemed uncertain for millions. Jobs were scarce, food was rationed, and hope was in short supply. Families waited in long lines for a loaf of bread or a handful of potatoes, and many wondered how they would make it through another day. The economy was in shambles, and opportunities were few and far between. But in the midst of all this hardship, a young man named Adi saw something different. Where others saw only despair, he saw a chance to build something new. He believed that even in the darkest times, there was room for hope and innovation. With little more than determination, Adi set up a tiny workshop in his mother's laundry shed. The space was no bigger than a small bedroom, barely enough room for a workbench and a few tools. Yet to Adi, it was a place where dreams could begin. The shed was freezing in winter, with icy drafts sneaking through the cracks, and unbearably hot in summer, turning into a stifling box. But Adi didn't complain. He simply rolled up his sleeves and got to work, day after day, no matter the conditions. He scoured the town for cast-off materials, old military uniforms, discarded tires, bits of wire, and anything else he could salvage. Every scrap was precious, a potential building block for something better. Night after night, Adi worked by the dim light of a lamp, hammering, stitching, and dreaming up new designs. The sound of his tools echoed into the quiet streets, a steady rhythm of hope and perseverance. Money was tight, so Adi had to be endlessly creative. He learned to improvise, turning whatever he could find into something useful. Every challenge became a lesson, every obstacle a chance to improve. His hands moved quickly but carefully, guided by both necessity and passion. Each stitch was made with purpose, each cut measured and precise. He learned to make every stitch count, transforming scraps and remnants into shoes that athletes could be proud to wear. Even with limited resources, he refused to compromise on quality. Each shoe he built was more than just footwear. It was a badge of hope in difficult times, a symbol of resilience and the belief that better days could come. Soon, word began to spread through the town. People talked about the young man in the laundry shed who was making something special, something different from anything they'd seen before. Athletes and coaches, curious and hopeful, came to see Adi's work for themselves. They marveled at the shoes he crafted from scraps, impressed by his skill and determination. Adi's reputation grew, one pair at a time. Each shoe was a testament to his vision and hard work, all built from the ashes of war and the heart of a dreamer who refused to give up. Adi wasn't alone for long. His older brother, Rudolf Dassler, saw the spark in Adi's eyes and decided to help. Rudolf was outgoing and loved to talk to people. Adi, on the other hand, was quiet and focused on his craft. Together they made a powerful team. In 1924, the brothers officially founded the Dassler Brothers Shoe Factory. Adi designed and built the shoes, while Rudolf handled sales and marketing. Their small team worked hard, sometimes making shoes by candlelight to meet growing demand. They believed in their mission, to help athletes perform their best. Local sports teams started wearing Dassler shoes, and soon, word spread beyond Herzogenaurach. The brothers' factory became a symbol of hope and hard work, showing that even in tough times, good ideas could flourish. As their reputation grew, the Dassler brothers set their sights higher. They dreamed of athletes everywhere lacing up their shoes and breaking records. The journey was only just beginning. The 1936 Olympics in Berlin changed everything for the Dassler brothers. They approached Jesse Owens, a talented American sprinter, and offered him their specially crafted shoes. Owens agreed, and the world watched as history unfolded. Jesse Owens dazzled the stadium, winning 4 gold medals while wearing Dassler shoes. His victories were a triumph not just for Owens, but for Adi and Rudolf. Their shoes had helped a champion make history on the world's biggest stage. Suddenly, athletes everywhere wanted Dassler shoes. Coaches wrote letters and orders poured in from around the globe. The brothers' tiny factory was now famous, and their shoes became a symbol of high performance and determination. But behind the cheers and medals, tension was growing. Success brought new challenges, both in business and within the Dassler family itself. As business boomed, cracks appeared between Adi and Rudolf. Their personalities clashed. Adi stayed focused on making better shoes, while Rudolf pushed for aggressive expansion. Arguments became frequent, trust began to fade. World War II only deepened the divide. Rumors and misunderstandings tore at their bond. By 1948, the split was final. The brothers parted ways, each determined to build his own legacy. Herzogenaurach became a town divided. Workers and families chose sides. Adi named his new company Adidas, a blend of his nickname and last name. Rudolf started Puma across town. The rivalry was fierce. Each brother wanted to outdo the other, pushing for better designs and bolder ideas. The split was painful, but it sparked a rush of innovation. Adi poured his energy into Adidas, determined to prove that dedication and creativity could win the world. Adi never stopped tinkering. He believed there was always a better way to help athletes. In 1954, he introduced a new idea: removable screw-in studs for soccer shoes. The timing was perfect for the FIFA World Cup in Switzerland. When Germany faced Hungary in the final, the field was muddy and slippery. Adi rushed to the locker room, tools in hand, and adjusted the studs for better grip. The German team, wearing Adidas shoes, found their footing and staged a stunning comeback. Germany won the match. The world cheered. Adi's shoes had helped deliver an unexpected victory, forever remembered as the Miracle of Bern. Coaches and players everywhere wanted Adidas innovations. From there, Adidas became a global force, leading with new designs and fresh ideas. Adi's focus on athletes' needs set the standard for sports brands everywhere. Adi Dassler passed away in 1978, but his legacy lives on. Adidas is now a global icon, worn by world champions and everyday dreamers alike. From football fields to city streets, the brand stands for innovation, hard work, and the courage to dream big. Adi's journey proves that humble beginnings can lead to greatness. He built a legacy not from wealth, but from passion and perseverance. Every shoe was a step forward, every setback a lesson learned. His story inspires millions. It reminds us that the world's biggest changes often start in the smallest places: a kitchen, a shed, a dream. Adi's life is proof that destiny belongs to those who believe and never give up. So next time you see the 3 stripes, remember the boy who started with nothing but a dream, some scraps, and a whole lot of heart.